Hey everyone, and welcome to my second video from this series, Alternative Names 2. And this time I have three names for you. They are Esther, Lucas, and Harlow. Now starting off with Esther, my first alternative is Estelle, which is an old French name that means star, the same as Esther actually. And last year it was number 283. My second alternative is Hester, with an H at the beginning, and this is the Latin form of Esther. And last year there were less than 5 girls named Hester, so it doesn't even register on the SSA extended list, which is really surprising to me. This reminds me, because I saw Scream Queens recently, and there's a character there that's named Hester, and she was, spoiler alert, she was a killer. So, but other than that, this is a pretty cool version of Esther, I feel. And my wild card third choice is Vesper, and Vesper is a name from Roman mythology, and it's the Latin word for evening. And this meaning, normally I don't really care much for meanings, but this meaning actually ties into Esther because of the whole evening star, and Esther means star, Vesper means evening, so there's a cool coincidence there. And of course this is a Bond girl name also. Now for Lucas. Lucas is number 16, and I forgot to mention that Esther was number 203, so it's borderline popular. Lucas is number 16, and there were over 12,000 boys named Lucas last year, and it is still rising in popularity. So if you don't like popular names, probably best to avoid this one. But I have three really intriguing alternatives to you. The first one is Louis, which is number 297, and of course it's French and English in origin. And we see that Louisa is coming back. You know, Louise is just outside the top 1,000. And Louis, of course, boy names hang on forever, and so Louis is still around, but it's not really that popular. And Lucas and Louis both begin in L sounds and end in S sound, so that was my association. My second choice is Lucian, which is the Roman form of Lucianus, and it's actually charting. It's number 634, and over 400 boys were given this name last year. Lucian, what do you think? I think I like Lucas better actually, but Lucian is a great alternative, I feel, and way less popular. Now for my wild card choice, it's Rufus. I think a lot of people dislike this name, and I can see why, but I also think it is usable. What do you think? Only 43 boys were named Rufus last year, and this is an ancient Roman name that means red-haired. So this is a great choice for you parents who might have a red-haired son, Rufus. And now moving on to Harlow. Harlow was number 422 last year. More or less 750 girls were given this name, and it is rising really fast. Now my first alternative to Harlow is Margot, which is the French short form of Margaret, and it is charting at number 593. Around 500 girls were named Margot. My second choice is Marlowe, with an E on the end. I feel the E on the end is a bit more feminine than without the E. And it's a unisex name of Old English origin, and it actually comes from a place name that means remnants of a lake, which is pretty cool. So it has a nature name meaning. And last year 220 girls were given the name Marlowe, so it's just outside the top 1,000, and I think it will debut really soon. And my wild card choice for Harlow is Halo, and over 100 girls were given this name, actually 127 to be exact. And this is obviously an English word name for the disc around an angel's or saint's head, and that name actually comes from ancient Greek word that meant the disc of a sun or the moon, which is, you know, kind of cool. It gives it a bit of a space vibe, a nature name vibe also. I guess space can be nature. So yeah, these are my alternatives to Esther, Lucas, and Harlow. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next alternatives too. Bye!